What up, YouTube? Timus here. Since I'm doing my reviews for Wes Anderson movies because of the French dispatch, here is my review for his 2012 film Moonrise Kingdom. Now, this is definitely one of his best work, in my opinion. Uh, now, Moonrise Kingdom actually first premiered all the way back on, pretty much all the way back in May 2012. I actually remember watching this one in theaters. I believe it was other work in theaters. So yeah, this was actually the first time I actually saw a Wes Anderson movie on the big screen, and it's a really decent one. It does star these newcomers Jared Kilman and Kara Hayward, along with folks that Wes Anderson has worked with before, such as the likes of Bruce. You literally had Bruce Willis in this, by the way, but you had other folks that Wes Anderson has worked with, like obviously folks such as Bill Murray. Tilda Swinton, Harvey. I believe he worked with Harvey Keitel a couple times. Jason Schwartzman. Don't, yeah, almost was definitely not in this one. But anyway, now this is a really decent coming of age tale. It pretty much takes place in this fictional New England island of New Penzance, and it pretty much tells the story of an orphan boy played by Gilman who escapes from a scouting camp to unite with his pen pal and love interest, who's of course this girl played by Kara Hayward, and so like feeling ill from their guardians and shun their peers. Uh, you of course got the island's police captain, who is played by Bruce Willis, who organizes a search party to find the scouts and and to find the kids here. And by the way, Bruce Willis, see what he can do when he actually literally tries. Like this is maybe one of his best performances in years. I really wish Bruce Willis would do some of these type of movies. Like he's great in action, but when he does like something more lighthearted, more serious, such as something like Alpha Dog, he actually can really be good. Like see what he could do when he actually literally like this is literally Bruce Willis actually trying. You know, some of the films like Cosmic Sin, like that's something that he's not really trying. And he's definitely really solid in this film. Ed Norton is also great. Bill Murray is terrific. It's really charming. It's very funny. It definitely also captures the teen imagination era in the 1960s. This movie does take place in 1965, and the time period is really cool to watch. Like I said, this does have some really solid performances here. It's a really solid Wes Anderson movie. He does a really decent job here. Definitely feels more like in the line of stuff like Rushmore and Roy Tenenbaums. And he hasn't really fully done like a coming of age tale like this, and he does such a great job with this film. I was blown away how good this movie was. Like the two leads, by the way. It's a shame that Jared Gilman don't really do much nowadays. Kara Hayward has done stuff here and there, but those two really play off each other well. Those two had really solid chemistry in this movie. Uh, you also had some other decent young actors in this, but obviously the performances by the two young leads are really decent here. Uh, Great music, by the way. Great '60s sound music. Wes Anderson does these type of does great when it comes to music for his films. It's a really decent coming of age tale. It's really like a love. It's pretty much Wes Anderson's love letter to young love. Um, from the '60s, and pretty much spent and it does such a like Wes Anderson does such a great job with a film like this. Uh, it's very sweet, heartwarming, heartfelt, and yeah, it's definitely it's up there in my top 10 favorite Wes Anderson movies. Maybe in my top five, probably. I should probably do my top 10 Wes Anderson movies. I don't think I've done that yet. But that aside, Moonrise Kingdom is definitely a solid movie worth checking out. Uh, if you haven't seen it, give it a go. You might enjoy it or you might not enjoy it. Anyway, let me let you guys. Have you ever watched Wes Anderson's Moonrise Kingdom? If so, what so? Are we a fan of it? Are we not a fan of it? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Simu signing out.